Hi friends, I am Payal Dutta. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, ding dong, please don't forget to subscribe. Today we will be doing the line-by-line explanation of Julius Caesar Act 4 Scene 2 by William Shakespeare. So, whenever we do a scene, you must remember where the scene takes place. So, scene 2 takes place in a camp near Sarris. Sarris is a place in Turkey and before Brutus's tent. So, remember in the previous scene we came to know that Brutus and Cassius were levying powers. They were building armies to fight back against Antony, Octavius and Lepidus. So here you have Brutus in a tent in a camp near Sarris. And you have the drums beating. Enter Brutus, Lucilius, Titanius and soldiers. So Lucilius and Titanius, they are Brutus's friends. Remember Titanius? He was the one to give Caesar water when he fainted in Spain, when he had that convulsion. So this is that Titanius. So Brutus, Lucilius and Titanius. And you have all the soldiers gathering outside the camp near Sarris. Pindorus meeting them. Now who is this Pindorus? Pindorus is Cassius's servant. And so Pindorus has come to meet Brutus. Lucilius at some distance. So you have Brutus, you have Lucilius, you have Pindorus in the scene. And Pindorus has come to meet Brutus, and from a far place, Lucilius, he observes it. So from that distance, they are having a conversation. Brutus, stand ho. So he is asking Pindorus to stand. Stand means stop. So from wherever you are coming, stop over there. Because Brutus, he cannot recognize Pindorus. So Lucilius says, give the word ho and stand. Give the word means introduce yourself to Brutus. Reveal your identity to him and stand and stop. Do as instructed. Brutus, what now, Lucilius? Is Caesar near? So Caesar, is Cassius near? So Cassius, see, he is not there. He has not yet arrived. So he was supposed to come there with his army, with his troop. So Brutus is asking Lucilius that has Cassius come? Lucilius, he is at hand that no, Cassius has not yet arrived, but he is at hand. He is nearby. He is close by. And Pindorus, his servant, is come here to do you salutation from his master. So why has Pindorus come? Pindorus has come to meet you, Brutus, to do you salutation. Salutation means to greet you. And greet you on behalf of who? On behalf of his master. That is Cassius. And now the servant does as instructed. What does he do? Pindorus gives a letter from Cassius to Brutus. Now see, earlier also we have seen that Cassius had written many letters to Brutus to manipulate him against Caesar. So here again Cassius is writing a letter to Brutus, but Brutus, he does not realize that those letters were given to him by Cassius. So Pindorus has given Brutus a letter from Cassius. Brutus then, obviously he has got a letter, so he starts reading the letter. And after he reads the letter, he tells the servant Pindorus, "He greets me well, that is your master Cassius, he has greeted me well in the letter. Your master Pindorus, in his own change or bile officers, has given me some worthy cause to wish things done undone." So here Brutus is informing the servant what Cassius has written in the letter. What does he say? That your master in his own change. So Cassius's feelings towards me have changed. His character has changed. And then he says, maybe this change has taken place by ill officers. So maybe Cassius has been influenced by the bad advice of someone else, and that is why his character, his nature, his feelings for me have changed. And what has he written in this letter? He hath given some worthy cause, some worthy reason, some noteworthy cause to wish things done undone. That we have done something, we have to rectify it by undoing it. So that is what Cassius wants. But if he be at hand, that is, it is okay that he has greeted me with a letter. His letter is well served. But if he be nearby, if he comes to me personally and speaks about it, I shall be satisfied. I will be well informed why he thinks of it as a worthy cause. So I want to speak to him directly. I would be happier if your master came here and spoke to me personally. Pindorus, I do not doubt but that my noble master will appear. So I don't doubt this. I know that Cassius, my noble master, he will come here and speak to you directly. He will make his appearance. Such as he is, full of regard and honor. So my master, he is full of regard. Regard means he is filled with kindness and honor. Honor means my master has all the moral, ethical values. So he will come here and speak to you. But before that, he has sent this letter. Brutus, he is not doubted. So I don't doubt his character, his noble nature. A word, Lucilius. So now he is calling his friend Lucilius and telling him that I want to have a talk with you. I want to have a word with you. How he received you, let me be resolved. So he here refers to Cassius. So Brutus is asking Lucius that when Cassius received you, when he greeted you, how did he react? Talk about his reaction. Let me be resolved. Let me be explained, informed how his reaction was when he greeted you, when Cassius greeted you. Lucius, with courtesy. So, Lucilius is telling that yes, when I met Cassius, he greeted me with courtesy, with politeness. He showed the good side, the good manners of his. and with respect enough. So he showed enough respect and honor to me. But, see, there is a but. But not with such familiar instances. Instances means gestures, actions. So we have been friends for so long. But this time when I met him, his actions, his gestures did not seem familiar. They were different. So that real friendship that we had between us, that seemed to lack. It was more of a formal conversation, not with a free and friendly conference. Conference means a conversation. So our conversation was not friendly. It was formal. It was not free. It was not open-minded. That is, we spoke as much as required, like a very formal manner, as he hath used of old. Of old means earlier. Earlier he had been very friendly, very open-minded, very much free. But this time when I met him, he did speak to me politely, with manners and respect, but the conversation we had, it lacked the friendship that we had. It was more of a formal conversation. So Brutus, on hearing this, he says, "Thou hast described a hot friend cooling." So the way you have explained Cassius's conversation with you, it seems like a hot friend. A hot friend means a good friend. He is cooling, so his friendship is cooling off. It is fading. Ever note, Lucilius, that is, mark this, always mark, always observe this, Lucilius. When love begins to sicken and die, so when love is fading, when it is withering away, decaying, dying, love uses an enforced ceremony. Enforced means a very forceful display of love is shown. When love is gone, what happens? The situation, the ceremony, it becomes enforced, as if you are forced to speak. It is formal. It is like an imposed situation. There are no tricks in plain and simple faith. So when the friendship is plain and simple, it is very much straightforward. It is uncomplicated. But hollow men means men who pretend, who are insincere, like horses hot at hand. So he is comparing the pretentious men to horses. Horses that are hot at hand. Hot at hand means they are high-spirited. That is, see, I can do anything I want. So they are showing, they are pretending to be high-spirited. Make gallant show. So they are making a big show of themselves, these horses. They are promising things. What are they promising? And promise of their mettle. They are promising about their courage. But when they should endure the bloody spur, but when times of hardships come, they arise. When they should endure these hardships, when they have to resist. Endure means to resist. The bloody spur. The bloody spur means all these adversities, hardships, the challenges. Then what happens? These horses, they fall their crest. They drop down their neck. They surrender. So the horses that pretended to be courageous, when they have to face the challenges, they cannot resist it. what do? They hang their necks and become submissive. They surrender themselves. And like deceitful jades. Deceitful means dishonest. Jades are undeserving horses, because this horse, see, it has become like a coward. So it is undeserving, unworthy, something that is good for nothing. Sink in the trial. So whatever task is given to them, trial means the task, they sink in it, they fail in it. Comes his army on. So again he is talking about Cassius. So is Cassius's army coming? So here in this particular speech of Brutus, this simile of the hollow men being compared to horses is very important. And see, hot at hand, all these are alliterations. So this speech becomes very important in this particular scene. So here he is talking about the dying love of Cassius by referring to the hollow men. Now Lucilius, he is telling, they mean this night in Sardis to be quartered. So when Brutus is asking Lucilius that where is Cassius's army? Are they heading towards us? Because they have to come and join us. So Lucilius says that they refer to the army of Cassius. So Cassius's army, they mean this night in Sardis to be quartered. So this camp was set near Sardis, and Cassius, they had decided to quarter the army, that is to divide his army into two that night in Sardis. And then he is going to come to Brutus. Now after dividing the army, he is not going to divide the army into two equal halves. One will be a greater part and one will be the remaining. So the greater part, the horse in general. The horse in general means the horses in particular. So the cavalry means the soldiers who fought on horses. So the larger part of the soldiers who fight on horses are coming with Cassius, and the rest will be staying in Sardis. So in Sardis, Cassius's army is going to split into two, and the greater part of the soldiers who will be riding on their horses and firing with cannons are going to come along with Cassius to Brutus's tent. Sound of marching within. So maybe Cassius, see, he is arriving. Brutus, hark, he is arrived. Hark means listen. He, that is Cassius, he has come. March gently on to meet him. So let us go and meet Cassius. He has come with his soldiers. Let us welcome him. Let us greet him. Enter Cassius and soldiers. Cassius, stand ho. Brutus, stand ho. Speak the word along. That is, tell everyone to stop. Cassius has said stop. So Brutus is telling, inform everybody to stop. First soldier, stand. Second soldier, stand. Third soldier, stand. So the army, they are asked to stop because they have reached their destination. Cassius, most noble brother, you have done me wrong. So he is addressing Brutus and telling that you have wronged me. Brutus, judge me, you gods. That gods, listen what Cassius is telling. Judge me. Wrong I mine enemies. And if not so, how should I wrong a brother? So I have never mistreated my enemies. So when I have never mistreated my enemies, I have never injured my enemies, how can I injure a person who is like my brother? How can I mistreat you, Cassius? You are my brother, not my enemy. And I have never mistreated or harmed my enemies in my life. Cassius, Brutus, this sober form of yours hides wrongs. So this sober form means this down-to-earth nature that you show, this dignified manner of yours. What does it do? It covers, it hides your wrongs, your mistreatment. And when you do them, when you carry out all these wrong things, no one can blame you because you are so down to earth. So this sober form of yours acts like a catalyst for your character. No one can see the wrongs that you do because of your grave appearance, your seriousness. Brutus, Cassius, be content. That is, please calm down. Don't be so angry. Don't be so upset. Don't be sad. Be calm, content, be patient. Speak your grief softly. I know that you are grieving. You have regrets and lamentations. So speak of those lamentations, those griefs, those regrets softly, gently. So he is actually asking Cassius to lower his volume in front of the soldiers because he does not want the army to watch them fight. So he is asking Cassius to relax. He is asking Cassius to reveal the heaviness of his heart in privacy, not in front of the army, the cavalry. Before the eyes of both the armies here, which should perceive nothing but love from us. So our army deserves to see that we are united, we are at harmony. They should receive love from us. They should perceive. Perceive means to see. They should see that Brutus and Cassius have a healthy bond. So, before the eyes of our army, our cavalry, let us not wrangle. Wrangle means quarrel. Let us not argue. Bid them move away. So bid them means tell the army, the soldiers, the cavalry to move away, to go away from here, so that we can have a personal talk and resolve your lamentation. Then in my tent, Cassius, so tell the army to go away, and then you come inside my tent, we will have a conversation. Enlarge your griefs. Enlarge means explain all your griefs. Describe them in elaborate manner to me. And I will give you audience. I will be the only one to listen to you. Let not the army listen to it. So tell the army to go away from here. So Cassius, he agrees and he tells his servant, Pandorus, bid our commanders lead their charges off. So tell the army that has come from our side to charge off, to go away from the tent, a little from this ground. This ground means this area where Brutus's tent is set. So tell them to move away, because we both, Brutus and I, we are going to have a conversation and we don't want them to hear us. Brutus. Now Brutus, even his army is present there, his soldiers. Cassius has instructed Pindorus to remove his side of the army. So Brutus is calling his friend Lucilius to do the same. Lucilius, you the like. So I am giving you responsibility to remove the people, the soldiers of my army, the people who I train, and let no man come to our tent. So let no soldier come near our tent till we have done our conference. Unless and until I complete my conversation, my discussion, my conference with Cassius, let no man interfere. Let no man interrupt us. Let Lucilius and Titanius guard our door. So he is telling Lucilius and Titanius to see to it that no one disturbs them. And how will they see to it? By guarding the door of Brutus's tent. And they exit. So Brutus, he is going obviously to his tent, and maybe Cassius will follow, and Lucilius and Titanius, they are going, and Pindorus, they are going to do as instructed by them friends and master. And then Lucilius and Titanius, they are going to guard the tent, while Brutus and Cassius, they are going to have a conversation between themselves in privacy inside the tent in a camp near Sarris. So with this, I come to an end of today's discussion. If you have any questions from this scene, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. I will definitely answer. Now, if you want to have a look at the explanation of other scenes and acts, you can check the description box. Moreover, I have a Telegram channel and a WhatsApp channel where I share notes as well as practice grammar. So if you are willing to join them, again, the links are given in the description below. You can join them. So till I come with my next video, happy studying English. Ta-ta!